How do?
You look like somebody's papaw with your hat all tight like that.
That's Arlo, dude. Seriously, I want to sit on his knee and have him whittle wood for me.
You need to loosen that about 4 snaps. It actually goes down on top of your head.
Dude, she's perfect. This is how the kids wear it nowadays.
I don't think so.
Do you know Lexel's a palindrome?
No. What is that word?
It's like a taco cat. It's the same word spelled backwards as it is forwards.
He's not impressed. We're getting over the top of some windows now, and it's all about the flashing at this time of the job. We've got a little cap flashing here that's got a pitch to it, and we made these deeper so that water dripping off of this doesn't run down the face. It actually drips maybe a good distance and gets clear. So that's what's going on there, and then we have a line where the bottom edge of our siding piece running above is going to be. You can see it's like more than a quarter. That way, if water beads up on this, it won't soak up into the siding. Yeah, what is that? Is that the corner board?
Yeah, put the corner in there.
Okay.
You want to know why we did that?
Is that just so the zip tape is,
Gobbed up everything in the corner.
just so it sits tight to the corner?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. The zip tape is not absolutely perfectly tight in the corner. So
Okay.
this just
So
lets
rip
it
the corner off.
have a little space there.
Nice. All right, I got to brag on these guys. They got these difficult cuts here around the beams. There was a worse one on this side, I think.
Yeah.
Look at that little sliver underneath. How many times did it take you to cut those? How many tries? One try.
One try only.
That's amazing. After 6 years, you can cut boards.
It only took us 6 years to learn anything, but hey, we got it now, boy.
We probably show this on every siding job, but using this big framing square to mark these low pitch angles on the siding is really helpful. And it's complicated looking, but it's pretty easy. For a 2.5 12, we're putting the 2.5 that's on the outside of this framing square here. And then on the outside, we're going down to 12 where it crosses the edge. And that gives us the pitch, a 2.5 12. And on these long, low pitch cuts like that, it'd be really difficult with a speed square to get it accurate enough because they're just too short. So you'd be extending a line that if it's slightly off the angle, you'd be way off by the top of the cut. So here he's got a nice long angle, and he's just gonna extend it even further out. And that's like a 3 foot long.
That's what I said.
It's crazy.
It's like, use your speed square.
Yeah, where's your speed square?
4 foot line right
Yeah, so if you're using a speed square to do this, let's see if we can. All right, so, and really it's a 2.5 12 on the vertical. So this is like the opposite of a 2.5 12, which is, what is it, 78 degrees or something? But you can see, compared to the entire length of that cut, the speed square is a joke.
Like you're at a 3 foot long cut.
Yeah, so definitely framing square for these. Or once you have a cutoff of 1, you can use that as a pattern, but sometimes that doesn't work great either. Almost needed to time lapse that. It was such a long cut.
I know it was. I go slow.
So, I mean, it's just, look at that. That was a good, accurate cut. So let's keep this, just in case, pattern, if it works. I'm going to have Ray check our pattern against this rafter to see if it's the correct angle by holding a torpedo level under it with it tight. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so that is the correct cut. Now we got to get the length. So if you give us a point-to-point length number, we should be able to do this real easy now.
Oh, yeah, really easy.
They gave us our long point here. We got it marked. Now we're going to take this pattern, flush it on the bottom edge. It's precise work because it's right by the front entry here. You're going to see the cuts. Jason's marking where the end of our next piece is going to be. It's actually up here.
Oh, yeah.
Put a vertical mark at 6.5, which is our lap. I don't think that's 6.5 though. Like 6 1/4. Oh. There you go. 6.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
I'm not used to reading my speed square.
Yep. Now, before we put this board up, we can measure from that tick mark to our tick mark over there and get our long points for the next one. Again, this is some stuff you've probably seen in our videos before, but it really saves some time so you're not up on a ladder measuring each piece. And the cut man can go ahead and cut the next one. All right, somebody. Okay, so next one, 68 3/8. I'm gonna write that down. 68 3/8 along the long.
Let me write it down too.
Long,
All right, got it.
long.
Wow, that's pretty good.
The angle is banging.
The angle is.
Oh man, the man said the angle's banging.
Boards like this was one of the reasons we started using the LP Smart Side like decades ago, because a lot of times these things get super fragile out of other materials. This stuff's really tough and just doesn't snap when you're handling it on these long, narrow cuts like that, which can really tick you off if you just spent like 30 minutes cutting a perfect board and then you pick it up and it snaps. So thank you, LP Smart Side. Again, they're working with us on this job, which is really cool because we like using their products and always have. It's quite a bit of prep work to get this ready for siding, between the window trims, the corner boards, the flashing, the kick-out strips, I don't know, there's probably something else too I'm forgetting, but we're ready. It's a lot. Before lunch, I'm going to get you guys geared up with some Perkins Builder Brothers stuff. You got your canvas bags, multi-color pack, so you can keep all your markers, pencils, drawing tools, checkbooks, whatever you like in there.
Money bag.
Yeah, just keep all your $100 bills in there.
Yeah, money bag.
There you go.
No way. Oh my gosh.
Boom. Size small. That's got to be Ray.
Oh my gosh.
Perkins Builder Belt coming at you.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hook it up over the weekend. Make sure you get all rigged up right.
Oh, I will.
Medium. Coming at you.
That was me too.
Medium. Oh yeah, I didn't forget you, Arlo. Don't
Because
worry
remember
about
when he
it.
went to large, it was like a 45.
Yep, large is large. Ow, get fingers. And everybody gets a hat, captain's hat. Now don't wear that at work.
What?
That's a going out. That's a going out hat.
Do I get a work hat? No.
You got your work hat on.
Dude, I don't go out.
Oh, there you go. It's pretty good, Arlo.
There
I
you
think it's
go.
time to retire your floppy top hat.
Yeah, it's like,
Floppy top Tennessee.
or whatever it is.
They're fine tuning this top piece. The cuts were a little gappy on the toe. And that's one reason why you see a lot of houses use a freeze board, which is a board that's nailed up that covers all of these cuts, like the top cuts, laps down over it, across it. So you don't have to be as accurate. But then there's gaps. I don't know. It's a look.
That's not our game, bro. That's not how we do it. Accuracy's our game.
Arlo said use the 1-inch paint if it doesn't fit.
Cut any bit if it don't fit.
Bingo. The siding isn't the only thing happening out here down in the not basement.
I was wondering what you
Jamie's
would call it.
gonna-
I don't know. Oh, don't say crawl space. Ain't nobody crawling.
Yeah.
It's the walk space.
What's happening down here?
Well, we are prepping to cover the ground, to cover the dirt. We're gonna put down some pre-vapor barrier layers, which is basically all the old stuff, rolls of different kinds of materials I've had in the shop forever that I need to get rid of, that will go ahead and basically seal the dirt from having moisture coming up and going into our floor system. And now that there's no water coming from above into here, we want to stop the water vapor from coming up this way.
Makes a difference.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
So this will have a pretty tough multi-layer kind of
Yeah.
setup, which I think will actually be very good.
Yeah.
And if any holes get put in it, then the final finish layer will be put in later. Nice, you know. Ow!
Well, you're really good at that.
Yeah, I know. Some of them go in real easy. Some of them don't.
You know, they sold all kinds of these landscape like fastener things, like big plastic nails with a big head on them.
Really?
I looked at them for like 20 minutes thinking, wonder what's gonna work best, but I guess this is okay.
I think this is great.
I'm already like laying down like it's a bed in here. we just installed a adult-sized slip and slide in your basement. So, oh, sorry, not basement. And this is Tim, by the way.
Hey, I'm Tim.
Stayed at Ramel's campground. Long days past.
Yep.
And evidently your son watches our videos.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna give him a shout out. What's his name?
Evan Smith.
Evan Smith. What's up, Evan Smith?
Oh, babe.
I'm terrible at shout outs. That was probably horrible. Sorry, man. I apologize.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm telling
I
you.
don't know. I don't know. But I mean, the one that you would use permanently is not any better than this.
No, it's gonna be like this. So maybe tell him to just wear like baseball cleats. the metal
Let's say no
spikes.
shoes, maybe. No shoes.
I don't
Take
know.
your shoes off
Yeah,
at the door.
That's not happening.
Wipe your feet.
Good luck. You tell the plumber. Today's video is brought to you by Keeps, and I'm telling these boys they need to keep practicing.
That's a terrible dad joke.
That was a good dad joke.
That was pretty bad.
If you don't know about Keeps already, it's a subscription service that helps men keep their hair by getting you prescription hair loss medication very easily. What I mean by that is that you do not have to go down to a physician's office, you don't have to drive down to the pharmacy, and you don't have to spend nearly as much money as you think. I've been using Keeps since 2021, and I've seen great results. I have way more hair than I used to back then, which is awesome because I was losing it pretty quickly. It was pretty sad. So I've been really happy with it. It just takes me a few seconds a day, and I've had great results. And my advice would be to start using it at the first sign of hair loss. I wish I would have done that for sure. Keeps also has great customer care and support that I've used personally. So if you're one of the 2 out of 3 guys over the age of 35 that has some kind of male pattern baldness, remember, hair loss stops with Keeps. And if you want to get a special offer, just click the link down in our video description or go to keeps.com/Perkins. That's KEEPS.com/Perkins. Thanks for shooting with us. Yes! We're still working our way around the house, prepping each side for siding with the flashing and all the details. And we've reached the spot where there's a double joist here. There's a band and then a joist, and a regular deck ledger flashing does not work for that. So Jamie's doing something custom.
As Eric was saying, our standard pre-made ledger flashing doesn't work in this scenario where I have a 3-inch wide piece of framing here. I can't put it back tight to the house, and if I put it out here, obviously it doesn't reach. And so we have to do something special. What I came up with is just a piece of heavy duty aluminum. This is actually called gutter coil, same thing they make your aluminum gutters out of, so it's heavy gauge. And I put zip tape on the framing to keep this aluminum from coming into contact with the pressure treated wood because it has chemicals that will actually corrode the aluminum. So you don't want to ever have aluminum touching pressure treated. All right, so this will fit here. I'll cut it and fit the corner, and then I'll cut this and make it wrap around the corner. I actually made it hang over a little bit. You see a little bit of a lip behind there.
Yep.
And that's just to let it drip and not touch.
This piece of flashing is so nice that I'm gonna vote we start doing all of our cat flashings for the top of our windows
Right.
out of that material. Listen,
Oh yeah, it's rigid.
so strong.
It's amazing. And actually you can get it in any color you can get a gutter in.
Yeah.
Unlike just getting black or white of the standard aluminum flashing. I'm all about it. And actually the reason I love it the most is that my metal brake won't bend this very well. So I'm gonna have to buy a new one that's heavy duty.
Ooh, upgrade.
A good one, a real good one. So good.
You know what would save us a ton of time and money is just to not do any flashing at all.
Some people don't.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like a flashing nut. Like I just want to do it right, you know?
It's good.
I don't know. Well, you know, all the work it takes to build a house, and you skip something simple like this, or even do it but mess it up and you don't know it, man, it can just rot the whole thing down. All of your work.
We've reached the top of one side where we got to go around these outriggers. What's the problem though?
The problem is that these are not squared or plumb really. So
Okay.
they're kind of like just a little bit.
Yeah, so we just nailed them to the side of the trusses. Didn't check whether they're completely plumb or not, and they're not. We're basically gonna have to cut each one custom. They're taking all the measurements, like top and bottom, top and bottom. It's gonna be a, yeah, you know what? We'll get it done though.
Yeah.
Little guy. That's pretty amazing. That's what ended up correct.
Well, it's because Ray and I did it.
Is it though? Is that a
Yes.
6.5? I'm gonna double check you. All right, you're right. And what did you end up with? About 5.5 up top?
Exactly what you guys wanted.
Nice. One last detail on these top pieces is this little pack out strip, and that's because we ripped these to 5.5, so they would tip in at a steeper angle than these 8-inch pieces without that, and not look good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Only took
You did it.
Only took you 9 tries. How's your gap?
I'm good. About 8 3/16, yeah.
Yeah.
So our rip right here turned out perfect, the same depth as our outriggers, like 5.5 inches.
That's because I planned it that way.
I don't think so.
No, I didn't.
I just want to say that we're gonna have to pay attention because around back, it's a different height. So when you stack it up, it may be weird and we may have to do something different. Just heads up.
That's a good point. Although I'm going to say I like the look of it, and it looks like we planned it for sure. But the other option was going to be to put a big trim board there, and I think this is better and took less time.
Yep. No flashing, no trim board.
No, it's great.
So
Paint it up.
on the back, it may be. Nobody can play the wood as good as Jono.
Do I need to go up or down?
What are you doing? Oh, I see what you're doing.
I got to get up here and work. I don't know how to get there.
So you're gonna be a trapeze carpenter.
That's not what I was thinking. But
Hanging
yeah.
scaffold, yeah.
So is it flat or not?
It's pretty. Let me side it to the beam. Your side needs to go up. Jamie, up. Whoa,
all I can do.
whoa. Bingo.
Bada bang, bada boom. Now, you know what's crazy? We have never done this.
I was
before.
just saying that.
Never were you. But what's crazy though is that me and Jono both looked at this and we both thought the exact same thing at the exact same time. Anyway, yeah. How about that?
Test run.
A little bit.
You might want one diagonal brace somewhere. Yeah. I mean, they're not gonna snap.
I mean, one little brace wouldn't hurt. Little flexi.
Yeah. Okay. Cut.
Since we never really finished building this bump out, here's the deal. We have to put blocking in between here for the decking to attach to. But it also has to serve a purpose of being like a flashing, because this bottom part is going to have a piece of probably LP siding as a cover underneath to cover the insulation, and we need to be able to put a piece of trim around it. I was going to use the vinyl flashing like you see under this other ledger, but it is not necessary, and it wouldn't be as good as having this rigid edge to contain the outer part of the ceiling.
So you're just using a thicker board and letting it hang down instead of letting the flashing hang down.
That's right.
I should have explained this.
Well, it sounds pretty simple when you put it that way.
Yeah, that's a good idea though, actually, so you don't have to use flashing.
Well, what I was gonna do though is cut the flashing around all of these too.
That would have been a pain.
And I was like, I actually started putting it up, and I was like, there's got to be something better. This is bad.
So you're still gonna have to cut a 2x12 that goes around every one.
I
of
will.
those in one piece.
Yeah.
So Jamie's got a template board here marking left and right side of all of these joists that are going to get notched on the real board. Probably marking them a hair wide. I would
Yep.
assume.
Well, I am going to. These are being marked precise, and then because I'm in a weird spot to eyeball that, I can get a exact mark easier now, and then I'll make them wider on the horse.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We've used these boards about 10 times for different things.
Yeah, they've been
I
great.
mean, they've been reused for like bracing,
Yeah.
layout boards.
This was part of the kitchen from the duplex.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, man, these, we can't throw them away.
Yeah. And they sent a bunch of these and they weren't needed anywhere. We probably got 10 of them.
They're all used up now. This is the last one.
snaps in half right there. There, you got it. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. Nice. Quick, shoot it. Oh, Jamie was going to put Lexel behind all those. So never mind. It fits, though. Oh, God. Oh, we were supposed to Lexel behind that?
Seriously?
Oh. Dude, we got it screwed with like 100 screws. I knew this was going to be the first question out of your mouth when you came over here.
Well, you know what?
Is that fair or
You're not screwing it up because I wasn't here?
No. He's still smiling.
That's a thing of beauty right there. Well, I got to say, sometimes a long period of time goes by with something unfinished and you don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Or how is this really going to work out? I mean, how long has it's been 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah.
And so I'm just happy to see some completion in a really good way that I'm happy with, you know? Ooh, a little squeeze there. That's good.
Don't hit your fingers.
I know. Oh, wow. I don't know why that's so hard to get started there. Since we have Lexel under here, you can see that if I press down, it squeezes out. And if I let it go, it actually is wanting to come back up. If it comes back up and this stuff cures, then there'll be a hump there. When I put the decking down, it'll be a real struggle. But I don't really want to put nails like right through there, but these have a big enough head on them that you can put them just outside of the flashing and let the edge of the head, oh, look at that, just capture the side of the flashing there.
That is a good trick.
And I'll even swipe over it with that squeeze out.
Yeah.
Just kind of help seal that up. The last thing I want is for that to be sticking up wacky and for me to come back tomorrow and it be dried that way permanently.
Yeah. Nice.
Go, baby, go, baby, go! Ah!
You would make sense is to buy a 4-wheel drive. Actually, just drive the 4-wheel drive you own.
No, I don't want to do that because have you seen the way this looks? My truck would look like this. You know what'd be a good tip is you not park in front of me. It'd be perfect. All right, Bub, we'll see you tomorrow.